My name is Pat Berry, and you've clicked on my link more than likely on Twitter or on the internet somewhere, and you are on my video about leadership. And you know, one of the challenges that I have found, and I believe a lot of other people have found in building their teams online, is how to become a leader. You know, we weren't born a leader. I remember learning young in my life as a VP in corporate America, and before that I was in sales pretty much all my life, that I learned first what bad leadership was about. I remember being in businesses where my manager thought it was their job to just control me. You know, it was their job to tell me everything I did wrong. And you know, what I found later in life to be a good leader is basically becoming the sun and the rain so that you can develop other leaders. And that's true leadership. You see, a lot of people want to create followers. And when you're working with Twitter, you want followers. But when you're working with building a team on the internet and you want to build a downline, if you want to call it that, of people that follow you, you will find that if you're trying to find followers, you're not going to find anybody, because everybody really realizes that if you're trying to find people to follow you and everyone else is trying to find people to follow them, then who is the true leader? Well, the truth is everybody needs to be a leader. Everybody should have a desire in themselves to become the leader that people want to follow. And that's really the key to leadership, is becoming the person that attracts people that want to follow them. You know, we hear a lot about magnetic sponsoring and attraction marketing, and all of that is great and dandy. But the truth is that people are looking for people that can help them get where they want to go. You know, I think of it like this. I call it the A to B. You know, so many people focus on how to recruit people into the business. Well, the key is getting people from where they're at to where they want to be, from A to B. It's really simple, but that's the key. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. And one of the keys that I found in building a big team and being a leader is that really, if you work on helping people, now this is where I really need to clarify some things, because a lot of people think that helping is walking them through every step, setting up their websites and telling them what to do, and that's not a true leader. A true leader is showing them the way, giving them the roadmap, giving them the directions, every once in a while being there to answer those difficult questions. But the truth is that a leader shows them where to go. They don't carry them to the top. And that's a big mistake that I think a lot of people make, is they get a little team and they're, oh, my little team, and they just drive the team crazy in trying to provide so much nurturing. Let me tell you something. Nurturing is not the key to leadership. In fact, honesty is the key to leadership. Now, I'm not talking about being a jerk and telling everybody what they're doing wrong, because that's definitely not going to get you any followers, and it's not going to help you develop any leaders, at least not any leaders that want to work with you. But the key to developing leaders that want to work with you is to understand that you've got to be honest with them. Patting them on the back and telling them it's a great job is important. But if you don't tell them how to improve themselves, if you don't give them the truth, you see, so many people want to be there, for people so much that they create codependence and people that are following them but can never truly be leaders themselves. And if you want to be a super leader, if you want to call it, then work on helping others develop leadership. Help other people become dependent, not codependent, but dependent upon themselves. Independent is the right word to use for that, because being independent will create your business duplication and the ability for your business to be self-sufficient and for your team to continue to grow even without you. So many people in this industry want to be the person. They want to be the man, or they want to be the woman and that everyone looks to, and that, at conventions they all want to follow. And that is great. But honestly, as soon as they disappear, those people disappear as well. Well, let me give you just a few other pointers in choosing a leader. If you are currently following someone that you don't believe in, if you're in a business that you don't believe in, you can keep trying and you can work harder, but you're probably not going to have the success that you need. So if there is something that is this holding you back in regards to the opportunity you're currently in? I'd love you to click on some of the links below and find out a little bit more about me, okay? Determine if I'm the kind of person that you might be interested in following, because in order to be a good leader, you need to follow someone who has leadership skills, who understands that they need to develop the same in you. And if you're looking for a great leader online, let me just give you a little bit about myself. I've been in the industry now for over 9 years full time. My first year, I went from .com executive to the .com bomb. I got laid off and I found myself unemployed. I went out and started working on the internet, made a lot of mistakes, tried to figure it out, and became, quote unquote, one of the pioneers of building online. Built a team of over 10,000 without doing a single face-to-face presentation. Well, you can call that a pretty good team. Well, I took a few years off, retired if you want to call it, and started looking at where the industry was going. And with the new Web 2.0 and everything that's happening, it's so much easier now for me to build my brand and to build my team online and to help them do the same, that I've plugged into some of the greatest resources. In fact, the current business that I'm involved in, Mike Dillard is involved in, Aaron Rashkin, Brian Finale, Pat Berry, just to name a few. And you know, why did we all choose the same company? Well, I'll tell you why. We've got an incredible system that has the training, the leadership, and everything you need. If you want to know more about what I'm currently doing, click on the link below and the one that says business, and I'll tell you more about my business. You know, some of the best business tips I've found is looking at my competitors. And if you're thinking, well, I've got the best system and I don't want to look at what Pat's doing, that's fine, don't. But if you're smart and you want to see what the other team is doing, feel free to look at what I have. And if you say, wait a minute, this is incredible and I want to be a part of it, let's join, let's work together. But if it doesn't, hey, please continue to be very successful. If you want to just get my 10 free CDs and find out a little bit more about my concept in leadership, as well as some things that'll help you build your current business, there's a link below with patberry.com. If you go to patberry.com, I give away my 10 free CDs. I used to sell them. I no longer do. I decided to just start giving them away. And my business has continued to grow ever since that day. I want to thank you for once again clicking on my link on leadership. Become a leader. Work on yourself. Jim Rohn says it this way: the key to having success in this business is working more on yourself than you do on your business. If you work on yourself, you will become the leader. You will have the leadership characteristics that will attract the right people to you. If you feel attracted to me right now and you want to know more, click on the links below and find out more. If you don't, hey, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Have an awesome day and have a prosperous 2010 online.